Welcome to Skedlive for March 21st, 2014. I'm Nick Dasko. Here are today's news stories. 2 Canadian women are among the 9 killed in an attack on a luxury hotel last night in Afghanistan. 4 armed men stormed the Serena Hotel in Kabul in what Canadian Foreign Affairs Minister John Baird is calling a brazen and cowardly attack. Afghanistan police killed the attackers. Canadian Prime Minister Stephen Harper is en route to Ukraine. Harper is the first G7 leader to visit Ukraine since last week's referendum. The Prime Minister's Director of Communications told CBC the trip will show Canada condemns Russia's illegal occupation of Crimea. Quebec Premier Pauline Marois says if re-elected, her government would not pursue a sovereignty referendum. Marois was forced to address the issue in last night's leaders' debate for the upcoming provincial election on April 7th. She said a referendum will not happen until Quebecers are ready for one. The Premier is trying to focus her party's campaign on jobs, social issues, and the Parti Québécois' controversial Charter of Common Values. Marc Nadon has been denied a seat on Canada's Supreme Court in a 6-1 vote by the country's top justices. The Supreme Court decision to block Prime Minister Stephen Harper's nominee is an unprecedented decision. Nadon's initial appointment to represent Quebec was challenged because he came from a federal court rather than a Quebec court. Let's check in with Nabila Hashimi on what kind of weather we can expect. Nabila?
Thank you. It's feeling more like spring today, but that's going to change with a severe weather warning for later tonight. Right now, it's sunny with a high of 4. However, we are going to expect flurries and freezing rain tonight with a low of -4. Here's a look at the 5-day forecast. Expect flurries Saturday with a high of 4 and a low of -3 overnight. We will see clouds on Sunday with a high of -4 and a low of -11. Monday brings us sunshine all day with a high of -4 and a low of -12 overnight. More scattered flurries fall on us Tuesday with a high of -2 and a low of -10. On Wednesday, the daytime high will be -2 with partly cloudy skies. The temperature will drop to -9 at night. This has been your 5-day forecast. I'm Nabila Hashimi. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Nabila. Kadeen Smith has an arts and entertainment update for us. Kadeen?
Thank you. Let's look at what's happening on the entertainment scene this week. A provincial grant for the Beaches International Jazz Festival has been cut. Festival director Lido Chilelis tells Global News he is shocked by the loss of the Celebrate Ontario grant that had funded 20% of the festival's budget. The Jazz Festival is the largest free one in Canada. It attracted 500,000 people last year and has received $75,000 in the last 6 years from the grant. The provincial government says it is still looking at ways it can help the event. World MasterCard Fashion Week is still going strong as designers showcase their fall 2014 clothing lines. Though fall trends dominate the catwalk, David Dixon went down another route with the debut of his bridal line, White Label. MasterCard Fashion Week ends tomorrow. Award season is slowly winding down, but it's not over until we have our turn Canada, which comes in the form of the Juno Awards. The Canadian Music Awards show is in Winnipeg this year on March 30th. Singers Serena Ryder and Johnny Reid will co-host with rapper Classified. In a new twist on The Voice USA, Coldplay frontman Chris Martin joins the cast as an advisor. Martin will advise all 4 coaches and their teams of first on The Voice. His new gig begins March 31st. I'm Kadeen Smith, now back to the studio.
Toronto Deputy Mayor Norm Kelly wants council to vote on the proposed expansion to Billy Bishop Airport. The Deputy Mayor wants councillors to vote on the project before the October election, but Councillor Gord Perks opposes the project and thinks it would be impossible to complete in the proper assessments in time. And now for our weekly look at Toronto's municipal issues, here are Duncan Spence, Adam Johnson, and Brad McDonald with the Skedlive Council Report.
Hi, my name is Duncan Spence, and this is Skedline City Council Report for March 21st, 2014. Joining me today are Brad McDonald and Adam Johnson, our municipal affairs reporters. So this week we found out more about Project Brazen 2. Adam, could you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, Duncan. Like you said, we got some new documents in the Project Brazen 2 investigation.
Excellent. So was there anything detailed in these documents? Did we find out anything further?
Sure. The now infamous crack video apparently was shot on Family Day weekend last year, and that's what we found out this week.
Right, and there's more come out about the mayor's second video as well.
Right, the murderous rant video that was purchased and published by the Toronto Star last fall, where the mayor, ranted about murdering an unknown man.
Right, and what is the controversy surrounding that now?
Well, Scott McIntyre, the ex-boyfriend of the mayor's sister, is suing Mayor Ford for being involved in a jail beating of McIntyre. However, the mayor says that the video was not directed to McIntyre. Instead, he was doing an impersonation of Hulk Hogan, whereas McIntyre says that he is the person being talked about in the rant video.
I see. So we also have another candidate in the mayoral race. Could you tell us a little bit about that, Brad?
Yeah, sure. Sarah Thompson, she's a Toronto publisher. She's joined the mayoral race this week. She ran for mayor in 2010 but dropped out because she said she didn't have enough funding. And she's also run provincially in the election in 2011. She ran for the Liberals but lost to an NDP candidate.
So has she talked at all about her platform?
Basically transit-related issues. She wants to have tolls on the Gardiner for non-residents of Toronto, Gardiner and the DPP actually, and also she wants an underground LRT in Scarborough after a downtown relief line is built for the Toronto subway system.
Right on. Well, what do we have coming up next week in council?
Well, Duncan, we have a couple of committee meetings, and on Tuesday we have the meeting of the Billy Bishop Airport, the island airport, which is a hot topic in Toronto politics right now.
Excellent. Well, my name is Duncan Spence. I'm here with our municipal affairs reporters, Brad McDonald and Adam Johnson. This has been your Skedlive City Council report for March 21st, 2014. We will see you next week.
Thanks. This has been Skedlive for Friday, March 21st. For all of our coverage, go to skedline.com. I'm Nick Dasko. Until next time.